Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Lisa Gonzalez. Fire crews and more resources are now focusing on the Caldor fire as it continues to spread. And now firefighters are making this the #1 priority in the state of California. Today, crews will have more favorable weather conditions, and this is great news for the thousands of people who do not know when they will be able to return home if they still have one. KCRA 3's Mike DeSalle was in the area of Kybers this morning to see how these flames are playing out.
Where I'm standing is the closest we've seen this fire get to homes along Highway 50 near Kybers. Specifically, we're talking about 33 Milestone Track. This is cabin number 22, and this is an area that has a line of cabins or homes that are just south of the freeway, Highway 50. This is an area where firefighters have already prepared and set a hose line between the cabins and the river. They actually have a hose line going across the river to that cabin, which is on the same side as the fire. Now, what I want to direct your attention specifically to is look at the way the flames and the smoke are moving. Essentially, the flames and smoke hugging the hillside going back up towards the south. That means that, there's no wind essentially giving that fire right there motivation to blow embers to this side. That's the way it's been throughout the morning. Crossing the fingers it'll stay that way, because as we saw on Saturday, this is a fire that's already jumped the highway, so it has that potential if the winds come back to do that. Along 33 Milestone Track just east of Kybers in El Dorado County, I'm Mike DeSalle, KCRA 3 News.
And now let's go to Live Copter 3 flying over River Pine, where you can see a lot of smoke still coming off of the Caldor fire. Big plumes of smoke really high in the air again today. This noon hour seems to be pretty bad for the fire, especially right now. Look at how high we have to go just to see those blue skies overhead. Meteorologist Melanie Hunter is tracking the more favorable weather conditions for firefighters that they could be facing, which would be great news for them, Mel.
Yeah, so at least down at the surface level, the sustained wind speed I've been following shows these observations right here. So you have Highway 50, you have Highway 88, and then right here the Caldor fire. And you do see we've got that upslope flow. So we have that southwest breeze that is in place. And any of these observations in and around this area registering a light wind in some spots. But for the most part, I'd say the wind is out of the southwest about 5 to 10 miles per hour. I've been seeing some of those gusts near 15 miles per hour. So as we continue to advance into the afternoon, we're continuing to expect a southwest wind anywhere from about 5 to 15 miles per hour, I think, in and around that Caldor fire area. You see the green shading, the yellow shading, that is the higher elevations, and along the ridge tops, that's where the wind could get a little gusty. Some of those gusts up to 25 miles per hour. As we advance into the overnight hours, we get the drop off in temperatures, and then we get that downsloping flow as well as that light to calm wind. So again, overnight should be favorable for firefighters. Lisa.
That would be great for them. Thank you, Melanie. In the meantime, Red Cross volunteers have been hard at work making sure Caldor fire evacuees have what they need during this very difficult time. In Placerville, many helpers are stationed at Green Valley Community Church, which is set up as a temporary shelter right now for families that have been forced to leave their homes. KCRA 3's Leticia Ordaz shows us the work of one volunteer who came all the way from Texas to help.
I'm got to be ready to go. I keep a to-go bag packed with my Red Cross supplies.
After getting the call last week, Steve Lind had 24 hours to hop on a plane to start helping evacuees from the Caldor fire staying in Placerville.
For us from Texas, where we have a lot of disasters normally, when we're kind of quiet, we can reach out to others and help them. How's it going?
Lind is one of 300 Red Cross volunteers helping evacuees in Northern California right now.
It's great to see a smile on a lady's face when she gets a hairbrush that she hasn't had in 3 or 4 days.
It's his first deployment to the Golden State, but he's already making a big impact.
Yeah, I've had several come back to me repeatedly after I've offered them something the day before, and they'll say that it really helped. Or they will ask me, don't you ever go home? Because we're here from 7 a.m. until 9 p.m. just to deliver what we need to do for our mission.
Lind enjoys feeding evacuees at the church, passing out coffee, supplies, and most of all, offering a listening ear to anyone who needs it.
We're always looking to see how we can improve the environment for our clients. Picking up things, reaching out to them, offering them comfort, somebody to talk to, quite often they're just looking to express what's going on in their life. Give them a chance to talk.
And it's not just Steve helping out in Placerville. We also found a group of teenagers who went from evacuees to volunteers.
13-year-old Crimson Long is a fire evacuee from Pollock Pines. She's been helping to pass out food along with her friend and cousin Ethan.
It's just like honestly stressful with like not knowing if the house is still standing, but I'm honestly not trying to focus on that. I'm more trying to focus on like if other people are okay and if they need anything and stuff.
She said she was inspired by Red Cross volunteer Steve Lind, who helped her family when they escaped the Caldor fire and had to start camping out at the church last week.
I think that they are heroes and that they should just keep trying and doing what they're doing because it's helping a lot of people that have been staying here and that are evacuated.
Well, I'd rather not be called a hero at all.
Lind is set to go back home on August 30th, grateful he had the opportunity to help.
I don't wish more fires on California, but it's been very rewarding, and I'd be happy to come back and help again.
In Placerville, Leticia Ordaz, KCRA 3 News.
And they are always welcoming new volunteers. You can sign up on the website, redcross.org. Training is usually about a week long.